Hello guys, what's going on? Jerome here from Awesome Sauce Films with the first episode of my new Campfire Talks. And now what I'm going to be doing in this series, just to briefly, go off of it, is I'm just going to be talking really about, like, life, politics, really anything that comes to mind. It could be fun stuff, could be joking stuff, but the whole thing is, it's going to be more serious, going to have some fun, it's fun. It's fun serious, but it's not going to be, like, insanely funny. It's not going to be me going mentally insane. And if you're wondering why I decided not to go mentally insane and why I decided to do this series, because it doesn't seem like something I would normally do, it's because, well, I can't always do that. I can't always, even though that's who I really am, that crazy side of me that screams out, like, bitch tits at, like, 1 in the morning and things like that, even though I love to do that, it's just, I can't, you have to understand, I can't always be doing that because, simply put, I'm a high schooler. I still live with my family, and I can't be waking up my family. So, really, when you see those videos, like the Jerome Derby, things like that, it's really when my family's out on vacation or something like that, or if they're just out for the night. Holy crap, I'm actually doing awful. One thing you need to know about me as a gamer is I cannot game at all. I am actually one of the worst gamers you will ever see. In fact, holy crap. I'm usually bad, but this is pretty intensely bad. This is actually extremely embarrassing. I don't want to lose 10,000 COD points. I know it wasn't a smart idea, being bad and going into, like, high roller or whatever it's called, high wager. I think it's high roller. But I decided I'm going to get this guy back here. Oh, someone got him. I think I basically already lost. Can I come back from this? I don't think I can even get 3rd place at this point. I'm just so far behind. But anyway, guys, now back onto the thing. I would like you all to leave a comment after the video and tell me what you think I did right or what I did wrong, and if I should continue the series, and also if I should bring on guests next time, because I think it'd be pretty cool to, have different guests. Maybe it could be Mitch, Matt, or anyone really. See what they think, and we can have a good time playing. So, and commentating as well. Dang it, I didn't want to knife him because I wanted the thing, but I was out of ammo. There we go, got my first weapon. Finally, that was embarrassing. 1 in 11. Holy Jesus in heaven. I am doing fantastic. There we go. Finally on a roll here. But anyway, guys, I guess we'll start off the series by talking about a new topic, because some of you guys may have already gone back to school, and others of you may still be in summer, like me. If you live in New Jersey or a lot of places in America, you're probably still having a little summer vacation. But, yeah, it's coming to a close, so I figured I'd talk about school and just a little bit about my life and, how school is for me. This year I'm going into senior year, unlike a lot of people probably would not expect that. A lot of people think I'm a little younger than that, whereas some people actually for some reason think I'm older than that. I guess it's just my cursing a lot. I don't know if that really makes people think you're older. It really shouldn't. In fact, it kind of makes me a little more immature, but, whatever. That's just how some people view it. But, and I didn't take on the heaviest course load this year. I could have taken on a heavier one, but the thing is, it's senior year for me, and I didn't feel like doing anything. You know what I mean? I wanna be able to relax. I wanna be able to hang out with my friends. I wanna have like a nice, easy year, just breeze my last way through high school. I've worked hard it's been about, what is it? This is 12th grade, so yeah, I've in well, okay, you can't count it. I've worked hard in school for 12 years of my life. I want a freer year, you know what I mean? So I only took AP US History and AP Biology. Now, no, you guys are probably like, yo, Jerome, heads up, AP Bio is kind of like one of the hardest APs. At least it is in my school. I'm pretty sure the curriculum's fairly the same no matter where you go. But, yeah, I know it's one of the hardest ones. But the thing is it won't be too hard for me, not in like a cocky way. I'm not smart, I'm not like insanely smart or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But it won't be hard for me because I have something on my side called interest. See, a lot of people won't do good in a course because they don't have the interest in it. I actually am extremely interested in AP Biology. Well, not AP specifically, just biology as a course. When I'm older, and I know this is going to scare some of you guys, because you just imagine the Jerome shouting bitch, tits, anus, cock, fuck, and like stuff like that. So you can't imagine this side of me, but there's a serious side of Jerome, the one that realizes, hey, you gotta be something one day, and I actually, how people have dreams, I actually kind of want to be a doctor when I'm older, so, you want to know specifically, I want to be a surgeon, actually, and, it's a long road to get there, but, I really enjoy I enjoy the entire field. I enjoy biology, I enjoy learning about the human body, I enjoy, that whole thing. It just really fits in for me. So, that's really what I want to do with my life, and how that pertains to my course load currently in senior year of high school. You may realize it or not, but a lot of times you may pick courses that reflect some of your interests later in life. You may not even know it at some point. You may choose an AP English course, and then it turns out you're a journalist or something. I mean, you don't know, and I guess that's the cool part about high school is you can explore. I mean, hell, I didn't know I wanted to be a doctor. Pretty much, I knew a little bit, but I didn't fully know until I took my honors biology course in ninth grade. That's when I really realized that, like, hey, this is some interesting stuff, and that's kind of how I fell into it. It was tough stuff, but interesting. Oh, of course, I'm the last guy to die. I hate doing that because then everyone always looks at you like, wow, you're an asshole. But yeah, it doesn't matter that I lost 10,000. It's only 6 minutes into the video, and I feel bad, so I'll keep going along. Maybe I'll change the subject a little bit. But also, guys, if you guys have any questions, anything you want me to bring up, anything really, just literally anything, put it in the comment section, and I'll read the comment section within reason. I'll read it up until I upload the second one. That way I get a feel for it. But then after the second one's uploaded, or like the next one in unison, I probably won't look back on that, and I probably won't be listening to the comments or questions posted there, so just repost them on the later videos. But if you guys want me to talk about anything, really, just tell me, and I should talk about it. So let's hope we can get through this screen here. So we talked about AP Biology. Now, AP US History. Why in the world would I take AP US History? To be honest, the course interests me. I have no kind of career background in it, like in the future. I don't want to go into any kind of historical field when I'm older. It's not really something that interests me, but I always clicked with history. I always enjoyed it. It always just, I don't know, it interested me, like, it's cool learning about all the past things, and, I mean, I imagine, it'll be pretty cool for everyone, depending on, no matter what country you're from, you'll probably have a great time learning about your country's history, and my school offers something, AP Euro, European history, and I'm kind of disappointed I didn't take it, because I really would be interested in a lot of European history. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like an oblivious American, as most people are. No offense, America, we are pretty oblivious. But I do know what goes on around the world, because I do debate at my school, and I have to be kept up on current topics and things like that, so I know what goes on around the world, and I have a very small knowledge of European and Asian history from world history, 9th grade, and also just kind of researching on my own, because I was interested in the topic. But I don't have the most elaborate knowledge of it, and it kind of makes me a little upset. It's something I'm interested, in learning, and I don't know. I don't really know much about other countries' history, so I don't know. I probably should have taken that course. Maybe my college, wherever I decide to go, will take it. But that's a story for a different time. What colleges I'm looking at and things like that. Although, I mean, this whole video is basically about school. I might as well start talking about college anyway. Just kind of knock out all the schooling stuff in one video. But, yeah. Oh, sorry, I just had to research for Pro Gambler. But, I guess, yeah, some colleges I'm looking at. See, this is weird, talking about my own personal life and not screaming out curse words and obscenities. The combination of the two just makes my penis limp. That's some good Powerade. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking Powerade at 12:30. That's probably why I wake up feeling tired and with headaches. Actually, that's definitely why I wake up tired and with headaches all the time. But, that's just how it has to be. So, yeah, what college? I'm looking at some already. I should be more advanced. I'm not gonna lie. I should really have a better knowledge of what colleges I'm looking at and things like that. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm stupid or anything like that. I'll admit my stuff, my GPA scores. I'm not very personal. I know some of you guys are personal about that, and I respect that, but I'm pretty open about it. I have about a 3.75 GPA. That's unweighted, or is that weighted or unweighted? The one that makes your GPA look better is 3.75. I don't know the one that makes it look worse. I think that's called weighted. The one that takes into account honors and APs, that one's a 3.75. And SAT scores, I got a 1980 at a 2400, or a 1330 at a 1600, depending on which scale, if you include the writing section or the non. So my school choice isn't like, I'm not talking here like fantastic schools, definitely not Ivy, not anything too fantastic, but I mean, I have a lot of options. Oh, the game's starting up. I do have a lot of options open for me. So I was looking into Rutgers. If you guys don't know, that's the State University of New Jersey. So, New Jersey right here. That's kind of where probably be pretty convenient. It's only probably about a half-hour drive. Actually, not even. It's like 20-25 minutes away from me. And then I also was looking into TCNJ. It's a little bit more of a hike. It's like 45 minutes to an hour, but it's definitely, no offense, but it does trump over Rutgers in some fields. Don't get me wrong. Rutgers, the thing I like is that it has so many opportunities, and that's what college is about, taking advantage of the opportunities. But TCNJ, reputation-wise, is a better school reputation-wise, but you can't always go off of that. You kind of got to go where you think you'll fit in best, and I don't know. I think I might enjoy myself better at Rutgers, but I don't know. And then another school I'm looking at, ooh, I got knifed twice in a row. I was doing great, first place, then I get knifed twice in a row. It's kind of what happens sometimes. But I was looking at Villanova. It's outside of Philly. It's that's a little further. That's like an hour, hour and a half. And I only say a little further. I mean, I'm not really looking at any schools outside of the Northeast. Sorry to disappoint if anyone wanted me to look. It's not that I don't think they're good. It's just, and it's not that I'm like, I need to be at home. But, you know, I'd like to stay relatively close to home. Somewhere in the Northeast would make me feel a little more comfortable. But, yeah, I mean, that's really, you know, that's it for what colleges I've been looking at. I haven't really gone too far in depth. But I want a college that has some kind of a good, you know, biology program, or maybe even if it does, not all colleges have this, is relatively new. And I know that sounds crazy, you didn't expect it, but it's actually, the concept of a pre-med program in a college is actually a relatively new concept, at least in non, major universities such as Ivies or things like that. The concept of a pre-med is very, 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 very new. And in fact, a lot of times it's extremely competitive to get into, and I probably wouldn't even get, or the honors ones at least, so I probably wouldn't even be able to get into, the super good ones. But hopefully I can get accepted into one of Rutgers' med programs. That'd be very nice. But, you know, things happen. You never really know. I could even change my mind over the next senior year. I haven't even started writing my college essays yet. But, yeah, I mean, that's really, I guess that's it for college so far. One thing I touched upon, I guess I probably should have touched upon a lot more, considering this is all about, you know, schooling, education, things like that, is at school I do debate for my team. If you're wondering and you're up to date with all the debate jargon, I do something called public forum debate. It's a 2v2 debate, and me and my partner have a good time doing that. And we're not good, but I mean, we're not bad. I don't know. I see. I feel like I'm an asshole if I brag. We're pretty good. I put us at we're pretty good. We got top 8 at the Harvard tournament, which was I don't know, maybe 250 teams. I think it was something like that. And then we got top 8 at the Princeton tournament. That was out of, I think, 150 teams, and we qualified for a couple of national tournaments and things like that. And, you know, we do pretty well. We like it, and we do pretty well. But that really consumes a lot of time, debate. And I guess it was kind of dumb of me not to even bring it up, first, because that really, a lot of my school time is spent with that. And the thing is, the funny part about all of it is, much to people's surprise, because they see someone that's, pretty good at debate, and they assume that that's what they like. But to be honest with you, I've kind of grown out of it. I don't exactly enjoy debate anymore, and not to sound like a tool, I really don't want to sound like a tool, but I don't really know what else to call myself. I mean, at this point, it seems like it's mostly for college, not so much for the enjoyment. Don't get me wrong, it is fun when you get in there and you beat people, and it is a fun thing to do, but the problem is, it's such a large commitment. It literally takes up almost all my Saturdays until March. And, you know, I got things going on. I gotta worry about the college process now. I want to keep up to date with my friends. Hey, at the end of the day, I'm a high schooler. You can't all be serious. You know what I mean? I gotta keep up to date with my friends. And I have a girlfriend. That'll be for another story. You guys will probably want to hear that on one of my next Campfire ones. But yes, I've had a girlfriend now for a while. Since November, actually. Just about 9 months, actually. Actually, wait a minute, I just looked at the date. Yeah, 1 day away from 9 months, so, you know, kind of a very exciting thing. November 24th, but, I don't know when this video will be uploaded, that's why I said November 24th, but, you know, so, I mean, it's an interesting thing, you know, I've got a lot going on with life and things like that, and same thing with YouTube. YouTube has become a big part of my life now, and the thing is, I don't necessarily know if I can balance all those things with forensics, well, debate, which is part of something called forensics. But, I guess I'm gonna have to, because I'm gonna need something to write off. And, see, I know this is already 15 minutes long. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. But, I kind of want to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. I'm sorry, guys, if that's boring you or anything like that and you wanted an ending, but I feel like I still have a decent amount to talk about in terms of school. I probably shouldn't have chosen such a large topic for my first one, even because it was mostly a test video to see if you guys even like it in the first place. But, hey, you know what I mean? We all live and learn, so, yeah, what else do I do at school? I do fencing. It's actually a sport. You get to fling swords at each other, and it's one of the most illegit sports in my school. People hardly show up to practice. We get 1 day off a week. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, especially for you people that aren't in high school, but that's a big deal for a high school sport. A lot of times high school sports are full week commitments every day, a couple hours a day after school, and then sometimes you either got meets, and when you don't have meets, you got some kind of a practice over the weekends on Saturday. That's how a lot of sports are. Fencing, on the other hand, for my school at least, it's completely illegitimate how the practice works. You can take off for any reason you want. You can take 1 day off a week. We have no Saturday practices. Hardly ever do we have a Saturday meet. You only have to go to away meets that you're competing in. If you're not competing in the away meet, you don't even have to go to support the team. It's really a very illegitimate thing. But I always did it because I always enjoyed the people on it. The sport kind of faded out for me after freshman year. Sophomore year, I had a little interest in it, but I was losing it. Junior year, I had no interest at all. And this year, I'm same thing, don't really have an interest at all in it. But I still decided to do it mostly because there's two reasons. One, once again, not to sound like a tool, you need something for college. It's not that I only do it for college, but you need something for college. And you'll quickly learn that in high school, especially if you go to a competitive high school and you want to go to a good college. And we're starting off high roller again. This one's on. We got gun game on jungle. All right, let's see. Sip of the Powerade. But the other reason that I do fencing is the people that I do it with. I really like my best friend. I've had him as a friend since kindergarten. You may have even seen him in my other videos, Alpha Bursidon or Charlie. I've known the guy since kindergarten. He does fencing. My other friend Adam, I've known since 4th grade. He does fencing. My other friend Sam. He does fencing. I've known him since... Him I didn't know as long. I think I met him around... I mean, I used to play baseball with him back in the day, but I didn't become good friends with him until probably about freshman year. But, you know, we acknowledged each other's existence. We were happy people. My friend Rishi, actually valedictorian in our school. He's got a 5.0 GPA out of... basically, it's one of the highest GPAs you can possibly get. He takes all AP classes, gets A's in every single one. I know schooling is different, so I should probably... How to put this? Our school works off of when you take all APs and get all A pluses, you can get a 5.33 GPA. I know some schools work off a 7-point GPA. I only heard that once, and actually I was kind of creeped out when I heard that. I was like, wait, what? I've never heard of that before. But some people do that. Some schools don't even have weights. Some schools will just be 4.0 is the highest you can get. But, you know, people in my school. And, I guess, who do I hang around with at school? Things like that. I hang around with, I hang around with a lot of, I guess you could say, the smart crowd. I'm actually, I'll admit it, I'm on the dumber side of the smart crowd, and that's surprising, because you guys are like, dude, a 3.7, that's not bad, and it isn't, but the problem is my school is extremely competitive, and to them, a 3.7 is, I mean, just a little tiny bit above average, whereas if you take that anywhere else, it's a fairly good GPA. I mean, I'm not going to brag, but it's a fairly good GPA, but at my school, I'm nothing special. I'm not the big cheese there, as they would say, you know? But, hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta live with what you are. And, you know, I kind of hang around with the smarter crowd. I have one of the worst GPAs out of my friends, things like that. I mean, my one friend Charlie I was talking to you about, I think he's got a very good up there GPA, and I don't know if they really want me telling their GPAs. I only really told myself and Rishi, because Rishi's the valedictorian of the fucking school. But, I'm sure he won't really mind. But, you know, oh well, that's just how things go. If you guys are wondering where I go to school, I can't release that information. I don't feel comfortable with people knowing too much personal information that they can track me down. I don't mind telling you guys about my life or anything like that, but I don't want people to have enough information that they can search me on Facebook, that they can search me on the internet, like Google, and find me. You know, I want to stay relatively anonymous, and that's how I want to keep it. But I can tell you guys this much, I am from New Jersey. I think you guys probably picked that up by now. I know that doesn't really give you too much to work with, but we'll just call it small town New Jersey for now. And I know that kind of defines half of New Jersey, being small town, but that's as much as I'm going to give you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually still contemplating if I'm even going to tell people my college when I actually go there. So let's see, we talked about, I talked about classes, we talked about the people I hang around with, we talked about sports, we talked about debate, we talked about like everything. What else is there really to, what can I really talk about besides that, all of that? I mean, let's think. Oh, how about clubs and things like that? I was never one to really get involved in clubs. I guess you can count debate as a club, but I was never one to get really too involved with clubs. I tried making something called the Middle East Forum back in that was ninth grade I started making it. Yeah, ninth grade with my one friend. The problem was I was very lazy about it, and he tried taking a little initiative, but even he didn't take the biggest initiative in the world. I took no initiative, and it kind of just faltered after the first year. We started up at the end of the year. We had one meeting that we picked officers, and we're like, okay, when we come back next year, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a whole big thing planned out, and we never did it. So that was kind of the extent of the Middle East Forum at my school, but, that's just kind of what it's like. So, it seems like this video is about to end soon. I hope you all enjoyed, and I guess I'll just give the last little rundown before it ends. There we go, it ended. Please, guys, tell me what you want to see on here. Comment on the bottom. Do you want me to have guest stars on it from now on? Do you want me to have Mitch, Matt? Do you just want me to have someone in general, one of my real-life friends that I can really connect with? You know what I mean? What do you want? Do you want to have dual comms with you guys on my Campfire talks? Or what do you guys want? I don't know. You guys tell me. And also, literally, this whole series is up to you guys. I'll pick some of the best comments about what you want the next episode to be about and what you want to see in it, and I'll pick out the best comments, and I'll take them. And, it says, if the most liked comment is, I want to see your penis, no, it won't happen, but I'll see what I can do about that. Maybe I'll flash an image of a popsicle stick on the screen. I don't know, it's just, tell me what you guys want, and I'm your monkey, I guess you could say. I'm your slave for this series. So, yeah, if you guys want to find something else personal out, leave it in the comment section. I'll try and get to it. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate it if you've watched up until this point. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good night. And if you like the video, like it. If you dislike the video, dislike it. Just give me an honest rating. I always appreciate those. Anyway, guys, thank you and good night. Hope you enjoyed.